For those of you who've been now on the streets for nearly 2 weeks, you must be delighted that there is still this sense of joy and concerned somewhat about how long this can continue.
For the first time, I see everyone standing. I see them united. I see them together as one. Usually when you ask someone in Lebanon, where are you from? They tell you which sect they belong to or which religion they belong to. They don't tell you which area they're from, or they don't tell you that they're Lebanese. Usually we see flags of all kinds of sectarian groups everywhere. Today we're seeing the Lebanese flag only raising in the air. It's making us so happy.
That is absolutely remarkable. You grew up in Australia. Your parents fled the civil war.
Yes.
The underlying issue here for those that have hit the streets is very, very simple. That the promises about reform, about infrastructure, about the economy are failed promises since the end of that civil war back in 1990.
The system has failed us over and over and over again. And today you see the distrust that the people have towards the system. We don't want this system anymore. We don't want this anymore. We want to be united as one, and the human chain that is going on today in our country is proving that we're screaming for a better Lebanon, and we want them to hear us, and we're not going to stop until they hear us. The horizon was closed for so long, Becky, and now it's finally open. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's why people are not stopping, because we can't believe what we're seeing on the streets. Is this really happening? Is there going to be a change for Lebanon?
Daniela, how do you translate what is happening on the streets, what is happening in that human train, to a positive political change? That's the big question at this point, isn't it?
In my eyes, it's been positive since day one. Since I went on the streets, I couldn't help but grab my phone or my camera and take images of the mothers and the fathers and the grandfathers and the grandmothers, the elderly, the young, the children, everyone. We were all together as one. And they were crying for peace and for a better Lebanon. They were giving roses to our army. The poor were feeding the poor. The poor people were giving the poor people food. It was the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. And for me, the most important thing is to encourage the youth to stay here. There's over a 50% unemployment rate for the youth today. They're all fleeing. They're leaving. They're leaving. Don't leave. Stay. Don't leave.
But what are they staying for? I mean, that's what would they stay for at this point?
That's what we want to change today. You're going to stay, and there is going to be a better Lebanon. And if it starts from the youth, and if it starts with the elderly, there is going to be a change.
Are you staying, Daniela?
I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere. I came back from Australia to be here.